Again, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for putting out this time out of your day. Today we have Mr. Percell. Mr. Percell is a supervisor at Richmond County Department of Social Services. He's an assessment worker, assessment supervisor. Actually, Prentice was my supervisor when I left the assessment education. One story about how well I did my job when I got Richmond County DSS. Again, Prentice Percell.
Good evening. Certainly a pleasure to come down and talk with you. Mr. Washington gave you invitation. James has always been one of my favorite people. He and I worked together for several years on different occasions. You know, after he go off, he always been right back to me, so I don't know what that means. But anyway, but we're going to briefly talk about the topic today that I decided to go with you. This is what we call interviewing guidelines and family history. And the reason I chose that because a couple of months ago we had what we call entitled data prompt sheet, which we collected information on. And when we would have what we call the protocol staffing, we would always give the guardian a copy of the information as it relates to children and family members and presenting problems. So they took that from us because we didn't have a number on it. So what I did was went back and revisited that form and came up with this. And during the time of the presentation, if you have any questions, stop me and I can explain to you. I will probably talk about some stuff. Since we're only going to have time to view one, I'm going to be bringing in stuff from other slides and just talking about what our policies are, different types of time frames that we deal with, and just some other things. I'd like to preface the presentation by saying that DSS and Guardians, what we call CASA, all of us work for the betterment of the children. A lot of times people believe that if we have opposing views, then something is wrong. But I don't see it that way. I see it if we have opposing views and it comes a time that we have to reduce our thoughts to writing and present it before our attorney, your attorney, the judge, whatever. Overall, the child or the children are the big winners. Because what you have then, you have two different entities looking out to try to improve or bring the children, get these children in a safe and nurturing environment. And also that includes trying to change social behaviors or learned behaviors of our parents so that they will be better able to teach and handle their children. We're not always going to bring parents or our clients up to where we would like them to be. But what we strive to do is to bring them up to an acceptable level of care. And that's through identifying risks. We talk about indicators and dynamics, which brings the family to the attention of the agency. And we should always be sharing information with each other. DSS and the guardian. We should be comparing notes. Sometimes we can go out on cases together so that, if there's something, we want to have two people in there at the same time to see actually what's going on. So, if we get to court or whatever and we disagree, that's no big deal, because you have looked at what you need to look at through your own personal investigation, and DSS has done the same thing. And sometimes it takes us sitting down at the table and putting all those things on the table to see what best works and what doesn't work. And when we do that, then the child is a winner. And once we leave the court or wherever we're at, all the counterpoint stuff, is forgotten, because the main reason that both agencies is in business is to serve our children and to make sure they're in a home that promotes health, prosperity, and a nurturing environment. And that's what we do. Okay? Now, we have two categories we look at as far as time.